Hello everyone, so here, this video is going to be a video about all the extra pieces I made for my Sailor Pluto costume. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So for the boots, I decided that I was just going to use some boots that I already owned. So I had these plain black boots, as you can see here. Of course, they don't have the white stripes on top and they are not pointed, but I think they still go great. And then for the choker, I decided to take some of the leftover bias tape I had and just sew all the way down on the edges, and then add some snaps on both ends so that way it can just close in the back of my neck. And I made sure you couldn't see the hand stitching on the other side of the bias tape just to make it look nicer. And then you can use a button with red fabric wrapped around it if you want. But what I'm going to show you how to do is how to actually make a clay piece to go in the middle, as you can see here. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment, but you can use the button with red fabric around it if you want a cheaper option. So for the gems, I took some red clay and just made the shapes and poked a hole in the piece for the choker so that I could tie it around using string. And then the clay I'm using is this brand's. It just came from Joann's. And then here you can see I just have all the shapes molded and almost ready to bake. And I did use a cutter for this so I could get a perfect circle. And then here, this is going to be the piece for the tiara, and this one is going to be for the middle of the bow. And then right next to it, I have the pieces for the earring as well. And I still need to make the other piece. But that is everything I have to make out of clay for the costume. So let's go ahead and bake them. And then once I've baked the clay pieces, I'm just using red acrylic paint and a paintbrush to paint them. So this is what they look like afterwards. You can also spray paint them if you want to, that's a faster option, but I just went ahead and painted them. And as you can see, I only painted the front. So that's what they look like once they're done painting. And then I'm using clear nail polish to finish it off. And of course you can use the special clay sealants that you can buy at the store. But I didn't have the time and money for that. So I just used nail polish, and I know it's not as good as using the professional sealant things. But here's what it looks like after I've done that. I just did one coat of the nail polish because I don't really need to do too many. And then I only decided to do the top side of the clay pieces. I did not paint the sides with the nail polish. And then here you can see this is the middle piece for the bow. All I did was take some hot glue and hot glue bobby pin. And as you can see in this video, it broke off the first time I used it. So I had to redo it, and now it actually works this time. So now you can open and close the bobby pin. And then now it's ready to attach to your bow. So to attach it, it's pretty basic. I just have my bow here, and then I'm going to just put the bobby pin in like this from an upwards. I just do it from the upwards angle so that way it's not drooping and you see the bobby pin. So I just do it like that, and you can close it off, and here you see you have an awesome piece for the middle of your bow. So after that, it is time for the tiara. So for the tiara, I had some plastic, some safe plastic from the bottom of a reusable bag that I just decided would work because I already had it. So I cut out the shape that I wanted, and I'm going to spray paint a white and then gold. So after that, this is what it looks like, and you can see the middle got damaged there because I put the gem on and then I didn't like the location, so I took it off and like peeled the paint away, so I had to repaint it. But here's what it looks like once it's all gold and metallic-y. And then I just take the gem that I've made and I just directly hot glue it onto the middle part of the tiara. So now this is what it looks like once you've attached the gem to the middle. And of course, if you want, you can go an extra step farther and add the edges around the sides that they have in the original anime. Like they have on, the tiaras, the little edging on the top and the bottom. You can do that with any extra supplies you have lying around. But this is what it looks like once you're done, and you can attach it to your forehead any way you like. So I tried to use the same process for the earrings as I used for the piece of the middle bow, where I took some earring backs that I had and attached them using hot glue. So I added some on the top and the bottom, so that way it was reinforced, so when you actually have it in your ears and you slide the back off, it doesn't put too much pressure on it and it just pops off. So make sure you add enough hot glue, but not too much where you can't fit it on your ear. But this is what it looks like when I'm actually wearing it. So for attaching the bows, I tried to use the same method that I saw online. With the store-bought costumes, they had the back bows attached with a strip of fabric that just wrapped around the middle of it, and either attached with Velcro or snaps. So I tried to use the same process here. So I have a strip of the same fabric and some snaps and directly attached it to my costume. So that way it just loops around like this. And then for the collar, I have 2 snaps here, so that when I actually put it on, I can just put it around my neck and then attach it with the 2 snaps that I have on the collar as well. So like so. And then the other 2 little snaps I have is for extra reinforcement on the bow, so that way it doesn't droop when I'm wearing it. So now your costume, if you made it, should be all done. So here's what it looks like once I'm finished. And for the staff, you can either buy one or make one. And for the hair, you can either dye it or get a wig. But I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.